Austin DeSanto is suspended from wrestling, or he was this past weekend. Whenever DeSanto, the team was wrestling Maryland, and he was suspended because of his actions, his previous actions in past matches. And this, to make this clear, this was not an NCAA sanctioned thing that went with DeSanto. This was a coach's decision. Again, this was a brand's coaching decision that DeSanto needed to be suspended for a match. And this was because of his actions. As I said, this has kind of added up. First, whenever he wrestled Lezak about a month ago, he was pounding his chest because it was a big win. Okay, some people may let that go. Some people thought it was a little bit over the top. Whatever you thought, maybe a little bit unsportsmanlike. Then, whenever he wrestled Soriano, he was storming around the mat again, pounding his chest, getting all excited, and people really got on him and said that this was pretty unacceptable. But that still did not get him suspended. The match that got him suspended was whenever he went around in the Nebraska match, Iowa versus Nebraska, and he was going shh, shh to the crowd after he beat somebody in the duel, and he beat an unranked Brian Pesca of Nebraska, but the crowd was jeering him the whole time. They were jeering him, DeSanto that is, and just calling things out. And DeSanto, I guess, I don't know if he can't handle it. He kind of plays into it. He likes it a little bit, but he went shh, and then the worst part, what really probably brought him down, was he made the slit throat hand gesture. He slit his throat to the crowd, and that was pretty much the final straw for Brands. Now, DeSanto did apologize for his actions, and you got to give him a little bit of credit for that. He apologized. He knows that he gets caught up in the emotions sometimes, which, any guy out there can get caught up in the emotions, and that's understandable. Is this a little bit unsportsmanlike? Yeah, I'd say a bit so, but it's kind of an Iowa mentality. You had Thomas Gilman a couple years ago who's doing similar things on and off the mat. He was making these type of gestures and calling people out. But the crazy thing was, this wasn't really even a big, match to do it against. First of all, he's in Nebraska. He's doing it against an unranked wrestler. The team won 20-13, so they won pretty handily, so it was kind of unnecessary. But the match that DeSanto missed this past week was against Maryland, and Iowa, of course, won that duel really bad. They won 48-0 against Maryland. The guy that stepped in for DeSanto was Paul Glenn at 133 pounds. He pinned Orion Anderson of Maryland. And so I guess DeSanto wasn't really needed for this duel. So, Brand is getting criticized a little bit for saying, why can't you, suspend him for a big duel? Why does it have to be against Maryland? It's fine. He deserved to get suspended for a match based on the coach's decision. It's over now. Let's hope that he doesn't have any more crazy antics on the mat. We'll see what happens at Nationals with the crazy crowded weight class at 133 pounds. And, it is really exciting to see what DeSanto does next. And I'm actually really excited to see what ends up happening, because he will wrestle against Indiana next, then Wisconsin, and then Oklahoma State against Fix. That will be a massive, massive match.